Hello, my lovely Cancers. How is everyone? I hope you guys are all doing amazing. So, my loves, we are going to be doing your October mid-monthly reading. This is a general reading, so it may not be able to resonate for all of you. And if you guys want something that is meant for your exact energy, then I do have personals open. They are on sale. You guys can get a recorded video reading, 3 questions for $20, or an hour-long Zoom reading for $50. And everything that you guys will need to know about scheduling that is going to be in the description box below for you. You can also follow me over on Patreon. I do additional readings over there. We do spiritual growth, money and career, as well as love readings, and there's a link for that as well. And when you sign up over on Patreon, you guys get a free 1-question email reading. But we're going to go ahead and pray and get started. Archangels, spirit guides, and ancestors, please deliver clear messages with a very clear understanding from my most beautiful Cancers. Please, may the messages that need to be heard the very most please come through. May they please find those who need to hear them. Please show me Cancer's energy, a very clear message with a very clear understanding. Yeah, the Tower and the Empress pop out. We'll see if they find their way back out into your reading. I do got the 7 of Cups here at the bottom of the deck for your general overall energy. I think there is some kind of new beginning being offered here after a period of stagnation. After some kind of break, separation. I do think there's some kind of new beginning being offered here. There could be some hesitancy or some conflicting emotions when it comes to proceeding, how you want to proceed, how you're feeling, if it's a good idea for you, if it's what's best for you. Do I really want this? Why do I want this? You know, a lot of different things coming up. I also do feel like there's a little bit of a making sure that you're seeing things clearly, kind of an energy aspect as well, because your energy is showing up here as the 7 of Swords. To me, it feels like distrust. Okay, it feels like distrust, and especially with the 7 of Cups here as well. To me, 2 sevens is an indicator of internal fears, right? Stuff going on with the inside of us internally. So I feel like you're wanting to make sure you're seeing the situation clearly. You're wanting to make sure that you're seeing through any kind of illusions or any kind of ill intentions. You're wanting to see things exactly how they are being presented to you, right? They're taking how they're being presented, and you're wanting to make sure that's how, that's accurate. So 3 of Wands here for where the energy is right now. You also have 2 3s, so 2 sevens, 2 3s, right? And 3s are creation, they are expression, and they are kind of like starting points. They're where the ball's starting to get to roll. Okay, so I do feel like something is at the precipice of a brand new beginning. Like I said, there is potential here to spark something back up. There's potential here to move something forward. Potential. So let's see. 3 of Wands for the current energies. For where the connection is right now. The 3 of Wands is a card of hope, right? It's also a card of future thinking and foresight. And I think that's something that you are really trying to utilize here. You're trying to look to the future. You're trying to make sure you're seeing things clearly. And it can also be a card of waiting a little bit. I feel like you guys could be, waiting to make a move or take action, or waiting to respond, or just waiting to kind of making sure that you are seeing things clearly, right? I think you have multiple options of how to handle the situation. Like I said, I feel like you guys have been on a separation from this person or been on a break. Some of you guys, it could be a while. Some of you guys, not as much. Three of Wands. The Ace of Wands, yeah. There is potential here for a new beginning to spark something back up. You have the Ace of Wands here twice now. And this is definitely a very passionate connection. There's a lot of attraction. There's a lot of magnetism here between the two of you. Like it's a very strong magnetic attraction with the Ace of Wands being here. Especially you all being water signs, right? But that maybe you guys could be dealing with a fire sign. You do have the Three of Wands being Aries energy here. Now, the Ace of Wands and the Three of Wands makes the Four, so that is like reaching a goal, a finish line, accomplishment, a celebration, a union, potential marriage. So there could be, it's like you're looking at what you're hoping this could be, what you're hoping this potential can be. And you're just wanting to make sure it's genuine, it's true. And you're a little bit distrusting, and maybe that's because of things that have happened in the past. Let's take a look and find out. Tell me about this Seven of Swords energy. You got the Temperance. So yeah, trying to be patient, trying to see if something really has transformed, if something really has changed. You can see in this cup, in this card here, the Temperance does represent the alchemical process, right? So in this cup here, she is pouring water to fire, fire to water, back and forth. She can transform from something the way that it's one form to another, right? From where something was to where she desires it to be, okay? And I feel like you're trying to make sure, take the time to make sure that the change is genuine. Somebody here is coming in and expressing that there has been changes. Devil in the reverse is how they're showing up. Things that they were dealing with before that affected the connection, whether that's, toxic behaviors, habits, patterns, right? Traumas, whatever that was, right? Coming in with this energy of, I've released this, I've worked on this, something has changed here. You're wanting to make sure it's genuine. You have a couple cards here of it taking time, because it's difficult, right? When we have this fiery, passionate, intense energy, intense connection with the Wands, to temper it down, slow things down with the Pentacles, right? We have the Temperance energy, which is Sagittarius energy, but it is a card of patience. And then we have the Knight of Pentacles down here too, which is, it says take your time. Take your time. And things that are made to last, guys, things that are made to last take time to build. If I was going to buy, a house, I would want a house that took maybe 3 months to build as opposed to 3 days, right? 3 weeks, 3 hours. Do you know what I'm saying? Things that are made to last, they take time. Things that are worth having take time. So, this person's coming in though. You got the Star card here. Fell out on top of the Temperance. You want this. You want this. But you're trying to go slow. You're trying to be patient. You're trying not to let your feelings and the urges kind of run the show. Trying to be smart about it. Tell me about this Devil in the reverse. Clarified by the Devil. So yeah, there was definitely some stuff. This person had some, like I said, toxic behaviors, traits, traumas, that negativity that really affected the connection the first time around. Maybe that's what contributed to the ending. That's why you're having this distrust, this fear. Some of you guys could be dealing with a Capricorn. You do have Capricorn here again with the Three of Pentacles as well. That being said, somebody's coming in like, look, I know I was like this. So with this coming up with the Devil and then the Devil in the reverse, right? It's somebody's finally taking accountability for their actions before. And maybe that is something that they haven't done yet. Maybe that's something that they never were able to do before. Maybe they didn't take accountability for their part, for their actions, for their stuff. So them presenting themselves in a way where they are first and foremost taking accountability, and then telling you that things have been worked on, things have been released, there has been change. I think that can be striking you a little different than maybe in the past, right? Because in the past they never have taken accountability, and now they are. So right away you're seeing some kind of change, and I do think it does instill some kind of hope. Something is still open between the two of you. That is the challenge. To close it out or to begin again. Either way, I feel like it's kind of both. right? Regardless of whether you decide to allow this back into your life or not. I feel like a lot of you want to. A lot of you guys want to heal this. At the very least, I feel like it's bringing in, potentially could be bringing in a very good sense of closure for those of you that do not want to allow this energy back into your life, right? Or don't want to engage in that way. I think that there is a lot of healing that this conversation could bring about, a lot of closure that this conversation could bring about. So regardless of how you want to move forward in it, I do think something positive can be had from it. And with this World card in the reverse, things are still open. So that is the challenge. They've never been resolved. They've never been closed out. And maybe that's one of the reasons why you've been having a hard time, healing from it or moving on from it. You didn't get the closure that you needed. There's a lot of unresolved stuff. Okay. So whether you decide to do this or not, I think in one way or another, this is getting closed out. Whether you guys choose to close out the past cycle and begin a new beginning, because when one chapter closes, simultaneously, automatically, the next chapter begins. They go hand in hand, right? The World card is both. So I do feel that here, regardless of which direction you choose to go, there is some kind of closing here. Now that is the challenge, though, is to get to that place to be able to put things behind and resolve this. So tell me about this World. Okay, we're going to take this one because it flipped over, but not these. You got the Magician. And the Ace of Swords. So you guys have the tools that you need. You guys have everything that you need to be able to close this out, to be able to work through this. You guys have both learned a great deal. You guys have the experience. You guys have the clarity. You guys have the wisdom. You guys have what you need to be able to close this out, to be able to move through this challenge. So even though it's a challenge, you guys have what you need, because the Magician has all the tools out on his table and he has mastery over all of them. So, everything that you've been through up to this point has prepared you for this. You have the Ace of Swords here. Some kind of clarity, some kind of major conversation, some kind of breakthrough. Like I said, regardless of which direction you go. Got the King of Swords with the Three of Pentacles. You have the Three of Pentacles here. So the Three of Pentacles is in the position of the best approach to the situation. So like the advice, the best way you can handle the situation is the Three of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles is it's a starting point. Okay, it is really the first time in the tarot that you see any kind of structure, right? So it is a starting point. It is a baseline. It is a beginning. It can go either direction. You can go towards closure. It can go towards friendship. It can go towards, romance. But it is that starting point. So threes are also creation, expression. I feel like there's a lot that could be created from this place. It's a card of potential. It's the only card in the tarot that doesn't have gold pentacles. The pentacles are not gold here because it's unrealized potential. So there is potential here. Whether it's potential for closure, potential for connections, you get to decide what you do with it, but this is your starting point. And it is a card of working together. It is a card of trying to get along, to see if you guys are working towards the same things. What are our goals? So I think these are questions that you can be asking yourself when it comes to how do I proceed? Which way do I want to go? Should I use this situation as closure, or is this something that I want to engage in? So asking yourselves, do we want the same things? What are our goals? Are they aligned? Is this taking me closer to who I'm trying to be or further away from it? There's some things that you're being asked to look at. That's the best approach to the situation. Working together to seeing if your goals and visions align, and if you guys can come up with a plan. These people are following a plan. If you guys can come up with a plan to realize them together, or if it's something that's best left as friends or best left closed out. You got the King of Swords. You are being asked to have your boundaries up. You are being asked to be very open, very clear, very honest, very direct. The King of Swords is all of these things. He's very direct. He's very clear. He's the only court card that faces you straight on. And that does speak about being very direct and facing situations head on. So you're being asked to be open. You're being asked to be honest. But you're also being asked to have boundaries and be willing to cut anything out that doesn't serve. Okay? To recognize going into it, okay, this is what I want and this is what's best for me. If I can have that with this person, awesome. But if I can't, I have to be willing to cut this out. I have to be willing to express that. I have to be willing to hold my boundaries. So for the potential outcome, we have the Knight of Pentacles. Yes, taking things very slow. Once again, a card of potential. There's an empty field here. You know, he can plant whatever he wants in it. He can create whatever he wants in it. That's kind of the energy that you're in here. There's a lot that can be done with this. It's up to you. You know, it can be a card of planting seeds. But the Knight of Pentacles takes such a long time because he's very strategic. He's very thorough. He really, really makes sure, you know, he's the farmer that is, you know, doing charts and analyses on which, you know, where should I plant this and where should I plant this and what time should I do this and all these things. Like, he's being very, very, very thorough with it. Okay, he's really, really taking his time to do it right. And there's nothing wrong. Like I said, things that are made to last take time to build. Ten of Cups. There is potential for you guys to get to a happy place. You know, even if you're wanting to close this out, it's saying that there is potential for you to get to this place. This is your outcome. You know, this is your outcome, potential outcome. So whether it's with this person or whether it's on your own, the potential for it's here. You have to make sure that you're spending the time to make the right decisions. This person is claiming real change. You're not sure. There's been illusions in the past. There could be a lot of time that has passed between the two of you. You know, taking the time to work through the things, to have the big conversations, to heal. Okay, taking the time to see what's true and what's not. Okay. But this is what I have for you, my loves. Now, if this resonates, let me know in the comments down below. If it doesn't, then just check out your other placements. Everything that you guys will need to know, whether it's about this reading or about scheduling your personals, all of that is in the description box below for you. And guys, if you like the way that I read, please like, share, and subscribe. And most importantly, if you want personal prayers for any reason at all, just put the little prayer emoji in the comments down below and I will go through and pray for you. So I'm sending so much love and light. Until next time.